James Carter had always been a man of comfort. His alarm clock was his greatest enemy, his bed the safest haven. He was stuck in a cycle of late nights and groggy mornings, always promising himself that tomorrow would be different. But tomorrow never came. At 35, his career was stagnant, his health was deteriorating, and his dreams had faded into distant memories. He had every excuse in the book, but deep down, he knew the truth. He was simply unmotivated. One evening, while scrolling mindlessly through social media, he stumbled upon a video of an influential entrepreneur who spoke about the transformative power of the 5 a.m. routine. "Wake up at 5 a.m., the man declared, and you will have a head start on the world. You will take control of your time, your mind, and your destiny." James scoffed at the idea, but couldn't shake the thought. What if he tried? What did he have to lose? The next morning, James set his alarm for 5 a.m. When the shrill sound pierced the silence, he groaned, rolled over, and hit snooze. Failure. But something in him refused to give up. He tried again the next day, and the next. Each time, he fought against the magnetic pull of his warm bed, struggling against the habit of laziness that had defined him for years. The first week was torture. His body resisted, his mind begged for more sleep, and doubt whispered in his ear. But as he pushed through, he noticed subtle changes. The quiet of the early morning was unlike anything he had experienced before. The world was still, peaceful, full of possibility. He started journaling, reading, and exercising, all before the sun had risen. For the first time in years, he felt in control. One morning at a local park, where he went for a jog, he met an elderly man named Mr. Anderson. The man, full of wisdom, noticed James's effort and struck up a conversation. "Discipline is the bridge between goals and achievement," he said. "You've already taken the hardest step, showing up. Now make it your lifestyle." Those words struck a chord. James began to see his transformation unfold. He no longer needed multiple cups of coffee to function. His focus at work sharpened, and his productivity soared. He started setting ambitious goals and, for the first time, actually following through. His friends noticed the change. His boss praised his efficiency, and he felt an unfamiliar sense of pride in himself. The climax of his journey came when his company announced a leadership opportunity. The old James would have hesitated, doubted himself, and let it slip away. But the new James, the 5 a.m. James, stepped up. He applied with confidence, showcasing his new discipline and work ethic. To his astonishment, he was chosen. It was a moment of validation, proof that transformation was possible through small, consistent habits. Years later, James looked back on his former self with a mix of amusement and gratitude. The 5 a.m. habit had reshaped his life. He was healthier, mentally stronger, and more successful than he had ever imagined. More importantly, he had become a person who no longer made excuses but took charge of his destiny. The lesson was clear. Change begins with a single decision. One morning, one step, one commitment to becoming better than the person you were yesterday. And for James, it all started with waking up at 5 a.m.